Have you ever felt like you are very confident, like you know you're competent, you know your skills to your career because you know how to solve a problem, you know that you can handle things, but underneath all that, you have this pervasive feeling that is hard to shake, that you feel like a loser. You feel like if people really get to know you, they would turn their back on you. They would stop liking you because they would find out your flaws. They would find out that something is wrong with you. If you ever felt like that, this is what I call it, like you are confident, of course, in one aspect or multiple aspects of your life, but you are low in self-esteem. If you ever felt like that, this is the video for you. I wanted to explain this from a childhood perspective, and it does not exclude the possibility of being repetitively exposed to criticism, rejection, exclusion from your later years, maybe your teenage years or adulthood. I wanted you to check with yourself that have you ever felt this way, like you are being constantly compared to other people, you are being constantly evaluated against other people's standards, and this other people, I mean maybe your parents, maybe your grandparents, maybe friends at school, maybe your teachers, professors, or whatever. Do you feel like you're closely monitored with every action of yours? Do you almost always expect negative perception, comment, or judgment from someone else? Do you ever feel that maybe your parents value what you do, what your behaviors are, more than your pure essence of being a kid, of being a person? Do you always feel like they suspect the worst of you? Do you have the understanding or expectation that if you behave better, if you do better, if you push harder, if you get to marry a richer guy, if you become more successful, get more attention in society, your parents might approve you more, may accept you more, they may finally agree on everything you do, on the lifestyle that you choose or other life choices in your life? You feel like you have to do something or make changes about yourself, maybe to be favored more than your cousins or brothers or sisters. So here comes the important part, that striving, pushing to be better, always constantly improving, constantly hustling and grinding. I'm not saying like it's a bad way, but I'm saying that you have this insatiable, compulsive, obsessive attitude towards improvement and striving. Striving for perfectionism is the way that you maintain the false hope that you can be accepted by your parents one day. You can maintain this already fragile bond, fragile connection that you have with them. The reason that you can achieve this level of competence, if achieving high status, is evidence that you have been pushing yourself, you have been trying to strive, you have been trying to improve yourself in an unconscious way to gain their approval, to maintain this weak bond, this fragile bond that you have with your parents, to be validated by them, to be accepted by them. So you project this unmet needs onto the chasing of perfectionism. I'm sure that you have discovered that whenever you achieve something, right that instant, of course, you feel like you're on top of the world, right? You're finally getting here. You finally win their approval, but sometime later, you will start to slide back and you have this inner critic that really just throw you off your back. Like, well, maybe if they know how I did it, they might stop liking me. Maybe if they know that I only got lucky this time, they would stop liking me, they would leave me, they would think that I'm a bad person, and I'm this vain person just trying to gain recognition or something. You have this inner critic that just working incessantly to disapprove everything you got, to disapprove the shining rave, the good things, the feedback you got from the external world, because internally it's never satisfied, no matter what the external world says to you. And the harsh thing is here that if you are never satisfied with who you are right now, if you never heal the wounds of being not accepted, if you never get the time to grieve for the loss of unconditional love, care, acceptance that you wanted as a child, you just constantly will feel like, well, inside I'm still this flawed, this defective person that's needing improvement, that's needing amendments. For many years, I have met a lot of people who I think are very successful. They are very competent. They are recognized by the public. You know, they got on TV and they are like super famous on social media. But when you really get to know them, underneath the glow, you will sense how insecure they are. You will sense that they are desperately trying to do something to get the attention from the public. They're trying to do something to, you know, add to their persona, to this perfect persona. But when they're by themselves, you will know, you will sense this panicky feeling inside of them. You will sense this emptiness inside of them, because you start to feel bad for them, because you know that they are really like extremely insecure. They are extremely panicking. They are extremely confused about the things that they should be doing or what they're doing, because one day they wake up and they decide, well, I don't want this life. But from the outside, it seems that they have it all together. They are just perfect, you know. And even personally for me, I have this feeling as well. So I spent years trying to figure out why. I spent years talking to my therapist about it, and finding answers through all kinds of books and educational resources. But now I think I can finally sit here and share this discovery with you, because I think a lot of people might resonate with this. I'm not making this video to suggest that you stop trying, to stop fighting for your goals, to stop hustling. I'm not saying that, but there might be more effective ways of being here when you have this ability to reflect on your habitual hurrying, on your habitual compulsive driving, you know, feeling of achieving. Because when you can't really stop and reflect, well, what are my priorities? Am I in this habitual pattern of improving, or do I actually need this for myself, for my growth, for my self-improvement, instead of trying to get external validation, to make my mom proud, to make my friends or girlfriend think that I'm amazing, to make my professor proud of me, you know? Instead of doing this for anyone else, I want you to really ask yourself, what would make you feel that you're grounded within yourself? What choice that you can make for yourself today to make you feel that you're nourishing yourself, you're providing and building this healthy sense of self. If you can intentionally slow down and reprioritize over your habitual mind obsessing or active compulsion, you can make this life more productive in a way that it serves your personal well-being. Alright everyone, I hope this video is helpful. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you wanted to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.